Yes, boss. Let's do it, man. Living reckless is equivalent or is the same as digging an early grave, right? So I never had that one. I never rolled that one out, but it's been partnered for a hot minute, man. So here's the deal, right? When you live reckless in life, you're the type of person who you don't think, you just do. And after you do, maybe your mind sort of tends to catch up with you that way. Like, oh snap, I hurt this person. Or oh snap, I lied to this person. Then that's when some people catch up like, oh, I gotta find a way to cover my tracks or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, example, to live reckless and just live life doing the things that you want to do, there's always going to be consequences if your mind isn't set in the right way. Some people aren't level-headed. They just do reckless things thinking, yo, it's going to get me some end results. So example, right? People have already known that, yo, being nice is not going to get me certain things. How about being aggressive? How about being extra assertive? That should probably get me what it is that I'm looking for. Correct. So because some people have seen that lifestyle or that method works out for them, some people expand on that. That's why you have certain people who are overly aggressive, or they have to be extra overbearing to get the things it is that they want, because probably that's what it is that they learned in their life. Being aggressive, being reckless, being loud, or being outlandish. That's going to get me what I want. Let me tell you something. Being reckless and shit like that, it may seem kind of cool when you're younger, but as you get older, you're going to be literally labeled as a liability, dog. Because to be a grown-ass individual and you're reckless, it's like you don't know how to control yourself. You're basically like a fucking man-child, bro. You feel me? If nobody can't talk to you and tell you, yo, bro, you need to calm it down, or, bro, you moving too reckless, or you moving too wild, bro, and you're starting to become that person where, yo, I'm not listening to you, or what you trying to do, you trying to go against me, that shows you have a mental problem and you probably have something internal going on, bro. Because to be reckless in life, this is why I said being reckless is never good, dog. It may seem cool and cute right now. Remember the famous sayings and things that I teach you. If you do certain things, you're going to develop a track record that says, yo, I'm a reckless individual, or yo, I'm wild, or I'm hot-headed, or I do what it is that I want. If people find out that you're that type of an individual, you're going to drive people away from you. Cost yourself opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Because what you have to understand is this. To be a reckless person, you don't go by logics. You go by how you feel. And mind you, a person in their feelings, especially a man, is a dangerous person. Because you're not thinking logically. You're thinking off of what? Emotions and feelings. Yo, this person hurt me, or this person embarrassed me. I gotta show them how they made me feel. If you don't know how to control yourself, you're gonna drive yourself off of a cliff that way, right? So here's the deal. To be reckless, right? Or to live life in a reckless manner, that's like digging an early grave, dog. So example, I'll give you a clean example. Look at people who probably lived their life head first, like jumped out into the streets, in and out of jail or prison, whatever the case may be. People like that, not judging anybody, one thing they're probably never going to say or tell you out loud is that living reckless and doing that type of stuff, it dug them into an early grave. And once you dig yourself into a grave, literally listen to the words, you're digging an early grave. You go in the grave when you what? When you're dead, right? So for you to be alive and dig yourself into a steep hole that you now have to pull yourself out of, bro, that can take time. That can take years. Some people have been trying to pull themselves out of that hole from what they dug themselves in probably in their teenage life or their young 20s. They got out, now they got to start over. You need to understand this. Living reckless, digging an early grave, you're cheddar bobbing yourself. You're robbing yourself from opportunities prematurely. More so over, remember this, dog. When you're young, your mind is still tender, dog. Your mind ain't even developed yet. So you wanted to do certain things that's being reckless, you might deem it as cool, or it might get you looks, or people might respect you, or people might revere you, but you're not looking at the long-term damages in that. You feel me? The more damage that you cause out here, the more reckless that you are, that actually forces you to have to really try a little bit harder and dig yourself out of that, and that can be hell. Because think about it. You dug yourself into that ditch. Nobody never put you there. You feel me? That's why this game that they play with young people is to screw you up psychologically. So when you get older and now you catch yourself, damn, I should have never did this when I was younger. But you were never thinking like that because why? Your mind was tender. Why do you think the things that they do in entertainment is to play upon our minds? So by the time you finally gain wind of what's going on, your opportunities is damn near out the window. Look at Marlo Mike, Boosie's co-defendant. He was killing before he met Boosie, and he was killing on the name of Boosie once Boosie got a hold of him. Bro, he's in there right now because, yo, he told. Because he couldn't take it anymore mentally. The things that he was doing out here. So guess what? Because you didn't understand what was going on at a young age, yo, you're locked up for life now. They have to try and fight and find a way to get him out of there. Because he killed a lot of people. So what I'm telling you is this, and it doesn't even have to be on a killing scale. Understand life in general. When you do things in a premature or ill-advised way and your mind didn't fully catch up or you didn't understand what you were doing, guess what? It's going to cost you later on in life, dog. I spoke to and met numerous of people that have lived a reckless life, bro, and they're paying for it now. You don't have to be a man living a reckless life. You could be a woman living a reckless life. Head first, this guy, drop you, go to this guy, drop you, go to this guy. Just living reckless, doing what you want at the abortion clinic, living life how you want to. You're screwing yourself, bro. And some people don't even know this because while you're living reckless and you have a clean slate, yo, my slate clean again, I could keep going until maybe that slate is no longer clean. Until now you're trapped in the justice system. Or until then, yo, damn, bro, I got this girl pregnant. Or, oh, I'm pregnant now by this dude. Guess what? Now life changes. Now reality and being a kid starts to, you can't do that no more. You have to find reality and grow up fast now. Some people wish they could do it all over again. That's why I tell you, being reckless, living reckless, doing things recklessly, it's going to come back to you. Why do you think there's some people that don't have as many opportunities as the next person? Because why? They screwed it up being reckless. Harming people. I'm going to give you a clean example, right? O'Neal said this to me before, and I know I use him as a lot of examples, but this let me know when being reckless can screw you over. O'Neal found out that I'm certified in HVAC. Oh, bro, you could fix air conditioners? I'm certified in it. Bro, I wish I would have did that. Why didn't you do it? I come to find out, and this is something he taught me. Once you're caught up in the justice system, all of that Sally Mae or taking out student loans, you cannot do that anymore. That offer that was on the table for you is now gone. Whose fault is that? The person that chose to live reckless. I'm telling you this for a reason. When you live reckless, you may be doing it for the moment in time right now, but you don't see the long-term effects of that. Yo, me being reckless, I can't get a government job. I have a record. Yo, so now I'm forced to, I have to go get a business or start a business. Or yo, I can't go do this apprenticeship or go do these classes, yo, because I'm a felon. Or yo, I can't do this, that, and the third because why? Yo, I got a record. Bro, let me tell you something. Sometimes people dug themselves into their own grave and then want to try and seek sympathy from other people. Understand rightfully, yes, some people never had guidance, but guess what? You hit the age of understanding when you're about 12 or 13. Nobody's not a friggin' idiot out here. Some people just don't know the weight that comes with what it is that they're playing in. You feel me? Yo, me playing with this girl over here. Oh, I didn't know that something can happen where this girl could get pregnant. That's a part of the game. Oh, I was playing in the street. I didn't know I could go to jail. What's the statistics say? I either dead or in jail. Bro, like, these are things that people just play oblivious to, and then now, once they're in it, they want to turn their mind on, bro. That's bullshit, bro. I'm telling you right now, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but do try your best to catch yourself before you find yourself floating up shit's creek, dog. And then you want to blame other people for your problems and your choices when you know damn well it was you that made those choices. I understand peer pressure can be a motherfucker, but at the same time, we're responsible for our own choices, dog. You feel me? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I use them to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser. Understand this. Being reckless in life is digging in an early grave. By the time you wake up to real reality, who knows if you'll have another chance. What I'm trying to tell you is, learn from other people and their mistakes. Ask questions. Yo, I'm about to rob this or hit this lick. Learn what comes with what before you friggin' go out there and step into that field, bro. Because if you get into something that you know you didn't fully do your research or do your due diligence, then you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're not strong enough. You're going to start taking other people down with you just to fill a void of you having to go up the road by yourself or you having to go through something by yourself. You feel me? Don't do that. Make good decisions in life. You feel me? 440 for the world, man. Peace.